how to handle triggers. Triggers are things that make you to have a craving to using your substance of choice. And there are different types of triggers. Trigger number one is people. Here under people, this could be your friends that you used to drink with. This could be your family members that used to give you drink. This could be your colleagues that you used to go out and hang out together and have that drink or enjoy your substance of choice. So take a journal book and write the first trigger is people, then list down all the triggers that fall under this category that concern you. Trigger number two is places. These are places that you used to go to get your substance of choice. If it's alcohol, these are places that you used to go to and then you get your alcohol. So you have to identify those places. Be specific. Again, in your journal book, write the places that you used to go to get your substance of choice. Trigger number three is things. These are things that make you to want alcohol. These are things that make you to want your substance of choice, to want cocaine, to want nicotine, to want those prescriptive medication. So list them down. What are those things? What are those things? Could be money. Do you feel the craving of getting alcohol whenever you have money in your bank account? So list that down. Then we go to the fourth trigger. So the fourth trigger is all about your feelings. It's all about your moods. This is, when you're angry, when you're stressed, do you feel like you want to take alcohol? Do you feel like you want to go and take your substance of choice? List it down. So now, after listing the four categories of triggers that you have, now we move to the next step. Identify ways to cope with your triggers. So for each specific trigger that you've listed down, create a column and write ways to cope with that particular trigger. Be specific as possible. If you would like me to work with you in handling your triggers, head on to my website, talktoapsychologist.com, and I'll be able to work with you. Another thing you can do on your own there at home as you work on your triggers is to identify a friend that knows about addiction. Let them watch the video I did here on how to support a family with addiction so they can know how to support you, and then work with them as you identify the triggers. Be honest as possible, because in your sobriety journey you will always be encountered with triggers. It may be a commercial, it may be a video series, it may be a random person you bump into them and they make you start thinking of that alcohol, start thinking of your substance of choice. How are you going to handle it? If you list it down and be honest as you do this, you will establish ways to cope with your triggers. Again, if you like to book a session with me, head on to my website, talktoapsychologist.com, and book a session with me. Like this video, share it with a brother, with a friend, with anybody that this video will help, a colleague, and so on. Subscribe to my channel and get notified when I post my next video. Once again, I'm going to be inviting people on this channel to speak about successful sobriety stories, sobriety journey. So if you know of someone that is 1 year in sobriety, 3 years in sobriety, 5 years in sobriety, 10 years in sobriety, invite them to this channel. Let them reach out to me and I'll schedule up a session with them where we will interview them and share their story on this channel. Thank you again for watching.